hell of a run by the Thunder in Game 4 when they were trailing for most of that game, trailed by as many as 10 points in the second half, and then SGA went off for 15 points in 4 minutes and 38 seconds. He really was the MVP of that game, and as we know, the MVP of the regular season. But what will we see tonight back in Oklahoma City? The Thunder, coming off a loss, have been great all season. Now they're coming off a win, and yet this number, as we have talked about throughout the playoffs, has not budged. It is a big number for OKC.
Yeah, 9.5 points. What are we doing? I feel like I have adopted the mindset of we either bet on the Pacers or we bet on nothing. Or maybe we bet on a total or a player prop. But you look at the Pacers, and they continue to get these big numbers. And I understand the way the NBA games are, that sometimes teams can kind of run away with things. And this game, should be noted, is in Oklahoma City. But you look at the Pacers overall, let's zoom out. Look at the bigger picture. We have a large sample size of the Pacers as underdogs in the postseason thus far. They are 9-5, straight up, as underdogs in the postseason this far, and we're in the NBA Finals. So I feel like this is not a fluke. We keep getting all these points, and so we've also seen that each side of the NBA Finals, both these teams have been great coming off a loss. I think that's going to be the case for the Pacers. I do think we see a better effort here, and here's the thing. The Pacers have been great at making these comebacks, so it feels like a team that's never out of it, a very resilient team, because that's how this last game was really different, I felt like, for the Thunder. Because I think there was this narrative creeping up saying, hey, the Thunder don't know what to do in close games, which, a little, unintelligent there, because still, it's a good team. They had a great regular season. But people are saying, hey, the Pacers know how to react in these clutch moments. Maybe the Thunder don't. But we saw the resounding effort from SGA looking like the MVP in the final minutes of this game. But all that to be said, I do think I would either take the points with the Pacers or it's nothing for me. I am not laying the 9.5 with the Thunder, not in a series that's looked so evenly matched.
I mean, it's crazy, too, is that Vegas has loved the Thunder throughout. Even when the Pacers had a 2-1 series lead going into Game 4, it was the Thunder that I believe were around like minus 250 to win the series, which I found kind of ridiculous. But now here they are at minus 650. Yeah, I'm with you. It's either the Pacers or nil for this guy. Just because if I look back at Game 4, and look, you can't change the outcome of a game. But what I will say is that Indiana did control that game from start to finish. I don't want to say it got away from them, because ultimately the Thunder are known for playing fantastic defense. That's what they did. They made some crucial stops at the end of Game 4, and then SGA made two of the biggest shots of the series, hitting a three and then a pull-up J there to give the Thunder the lead, and then they would go on to just barely cover the number. But ultimately, I like the fact that the Pacers came out strong and that they led in the second half. This is a Pacers team that, okay, despite that MVP performance, that game I feel like was closer than it looked. And the one thing we know about Indiana is we talk about resilience. Resilience has been a big theme of today's show, whether it's J.J. Spawn, whether it's Caitlin Clark coming off an injury and dropping 35. This Pacers club has proven to be resilient all playoff long, no matter who they're facing, whether it's the Cavaliers, Celtics, Knicks, whatever, it doesn't matter. And so for me, when I see a number this big and I see a Pacers team that has hung with Oklahoma City throughout, I'll be back on Indiana.
Well, and plus, simply from a strategy perspective, I feel like if the Thunder win this game, it's because their defense comes to play. And their defense, makes points at a premium. So if we're talking about a lower scoring affair, if you think that's the game script, because here's the thing, the Pacers, I think, are undefeated when they score at least 110 points. So if you think points are going to be at a premium, you don't want to lay 9.5 points, in a game where points are not going to be easy to come by. And you could spin it the other way and say, hey, if they're going to score some points, the Pacers are probably going to be in it, because they have been undefeated when scoring at least 110 points. So any way you slice it, I think all the trends kind of point to the Pacers.
Yeah, I think so as well. And I just want to see a good series anyway. I don't want to see the Thunder pull away and win this thing. I want to see a Game 7 in Oklahoma City. So from a personal perspective, I'd love to see the Pacers keep it close, win outright. But just based on what we've seen, I think it's going to be more competitive